Welcome back to User Behavior Insights. We move on to session recordings. A friend and a collaborator of mine once told me about a landing page he had created in order to promote the booking of test drives for a luxury car model. After 24 hours, he had over 500 clicks on the page, but not a single booking. He had no idea why. The visitors seemed to be within his target group, and he thought that the design of the page complied to just about every conversion-optimized web design standard he could think of. But something still was obviously wrong. So, to discover what was wrong, he installed a visitor session recording tool, or sometimes it's called a session replay tool in the industry. What he found out was that users were clicking on the logo, on the picture of the car, even parts of the text on the page, but nobody was clicking on the big button saying Book Test Drive. Armed with this valuable information, he proceeded to make changes to his page, starting with changing the color and the position of the button. Within 20 minutes of the first changes, the first test drive was already booked. The landing page later led directly to the sale of 4 luxury cars, which was a major success for him. So you see how important such a feature can be. Visitor Analytics gives you the possibility to actually watch videos. Technically, they're not actual videos, but they're live reconstructions of the activity of all users navigating your website. You can go to Behavior, click on Visitor Recordings, and then go to the small wheel to set up the entire process. You can click on Start Recording, and then you will be asked to choose whether you want to record all the pages of your website or just some specific pages that you're interested in. Like in the previous case, there was just one landing page. You could type in the name by pressing the Add Page button. Then you can choose conditions to record. You can also choose to record sessions that are longer than a set time, as you may feel that those are more relevant. Like here I have only sessions that are at least 5 seconds long. Or you can decide to record only the sessions where there are clicks and scrolls. This can be useful if you don't want to record accidental visits where people stay idle for a long time and nothing happens, and those will obviously provide you no useful data whatsoever. After you are done with the settings, you should just click Update. In a short while, as visitors reach your site, you will be able to see a list of recordings in your window. You can just choose any of them and press Play. You will now see every detail of that user interaction with the site. Maybe what you find will be a normal session, but like in the example with the car dealership, you may find user obstacles in the recording. Maybe a user is clicking on unclickable elements that look like buttons. That could be annoying for them and would be something to fix, for example by changing the look of the elements. You will be able to see the page as the users see it. You might discover that on some devices, parts of the page don't look well enough. Maybe you see in the recording that the user hesitates on an element, or they scroll chaotically up and down, or they do not scroll enough to get to a key content element. These are all indications that something is not perfect on the page and steps should be taken to fix it. This is why having this feature is so important. Use it as much as you can. By all means, don't watch thousands of recordings, don't watch all of them. You have options to filter them by country, device, visitor country, entry page, exit page, etc. Just click the filter button right over here. And you can see all the general filters that you have on the left and some more navigational filters on the right. It might be relevant to just check, for example, sessions where users exited from a certain important page. Filter and just look at those recordings to try to find out why they dropped out there.